Welcome to the Lighthouse Legacy, the podcast where Bethany High students illuminate the past, present, and future of our school's academic beacon. I'm Adnan.
And I'm Mrinalini.
Today we have Sangeeta ma'am.
Hi, it's my pleasure to be here.
Okay, so ma'am, how long have you been teaching in Bethany and which batch was your favorite?
So this is my 8th year in Bethany, and the second part of the question I think is very difficult for any teacher to answer because I feel that every batch comes with its quirks, but at the end of the day they are all mine, so I accept them how they are.
That's nice.
What are your thoughts on how Bethany has evolved in these past 60 years?
So Bethany has definitely grown in size, but I feel that the heart of Bethany still remains the same. And the number of children who've been touched by Bethany is just colossal. And whatever Bethany does it passionately, whether it's the carnivals or the musicals or even the class assemblies that we present.
So can you recall any funny incidents that happened whilst teaching online?
Okay, so after class got over, all the children had logged out. But there was just one particular girl who had not logged out. And her, of course, as you all know, videos were not put on. She hadn't unmuted herself. So I kept calling out her name, but no response. And I was very curious to know what this little girl was doing. And finally, her mother comes, puts on the video and unmutes herself and says that the entire house could hear me call out this child's name, but the child was fast asleep. So I don't know whether it says anything about my teaching, but that was indeed a funny incident.
What is the bond you strive to have with the students and how does it help them?
A motherly bond, because I always try and come down to their level and try to think of everything from their perspective so that they feel confident to come and confide in me.
So if you could pass on any wisdom to your students, what would you share?
So the pearl of wisdom that I would like to share is that it's very easy to say a lie the first time, but very difficult to keep up the lie after that. But it's very difficult to say the truth the first time, but very easy after that. So that is something that we should all follow.
How do you turn a student's weakness into strength?
So academic weakness, as teachers, we are expected to deal with it. We are trained to help the students out. But nowadays, I've seen many children who excel in different fields, whether it be academics or sports, but they're very diffident. So in such situations, I do spend a lot of time talking to them, narrating incidents from my own life which they can relate to so that I can help them face their fears. And I have seen children blossoming after that.
So what motivated you to start your career as a teacher?
So it was by chance, because I was a happy stay-at-home mom when Ashima ma'am called me one day saying that one of the teachers had met with an accident, middle school teachers. So I was asked to come and help out. Those couple of weeks I realized that I really love teaching.
What is one thing that Bethany has taught you?
To face challenges with a positive spirit, a smile on your face, and on a lighter note, the children of Bethany have taught me immense patience.
So what's your favorite motto from one of the houses that are here in Bethany?
Definitely Sata House, steadfast and sure.
What was the environment when you started working in Bethany?
So when I joined, one of the main reasons for joining Bethany was I was very impressed with the empathy that they showed towards the children. And I am a witness to that because my elder son was unwell when he was doing his 9th and 10th. But all his teachers, Akash sir, Robert sir, Chandra ma'am, who was the HOD at that time, went out of their way to make sure that my son was very comfortable, did not pressurize him at all. And even now, I'm very proud to say that that empathy towards children continues.
What are the pros and cons of teaching online during COVID?
So pros is that teaching happened. Even during those difficult pandemic days, teaching happened. And we teachers were technologically challenged, and all of a sudden now all of us have become tech savvy. I, who never knew how to open an Excel sheet or was astounded by the PPTs that you children used to prepare, now at the drop of a hat, I prepare Excel sheets, I make PPTs, so that is it. The biggest advantage was a noisy class could be muted.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, cons is that teaching happened, but how much of learning happened is a big question mark, and that is something you should be able to answer. How much of learning happened? And I feel a teacher-student relationship, there should be a personal rapport, which in spite of all the CTT periods that we got, that we were not able to establish. And definitely offline classes are more fun than online.
Yeah, that's there.
Ma'am. What makes a good day at school for you?
So if I can kickstart my day at school with all the peppy greetings of the children, end my day at school with all the cheerful goodbyes, sans the dramas in between, that I will say is a good day for me.
That was very well put, ma'am. So, ma'am, what would the students be surprised to find out about it?
That I'm a trained classical dancer and I can dance.
Whoa.
What inspires you to continue teaching?
My love for children.
Okay, so now, ma'am, we have some rapid fire questions for you. So let's start. Carnival or musical?
Musical.
Online or offline class?
Offline.
History or civics?
History.
Or your current 6th or 7th grade?
7th grade.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am. That's all we have for today.
Thank you, children.
If you want to be notified when a new episode comes out, follow us on Instagram at Lighthouse Legacy Pod. We're available on all popular podcast streaming platforms, so make sure to check the description for links.